And welcome to your front unboxes, some more Blood Red Skies stuff, yay! I am the Spawn, and here we are unboxing A6, the Mitsubishi A6 M50. Don't know which zero is that. Early war, late war, I have no idea. The Yak-1, because Yakolev is what Yak-1 is. The Russians are very uninspired when coming up with their names. And the P-51 Mustang, which... he made the Mustang again? Like you say for everyone else, but you don't say for the Mustang, really? Truly? Here last. Got the Yak guys to go with Mig Alley. And I got the P-51 to go with Mig Alley, because, I don't know if the Yaks, I'm pretty sure the Yaks were not used during the Korean War, but I know the Mustangs were. Later Mustangs, though. So, yeah. So, let's start. The Yakolev Yak-1 entered service in 1940, a fast, well-armed fighter with twin wings and a composite structure. It was very reliable and easy to maintain aircraft, though its production suffered quality issues due to axis invasion, and the Yak-1 always remained popular and friendly in pilots. Again, this is the expansion that has the two-player thing, so yeah, that's a thing. That makes me feel better about my decisions with my card game. Oh, does everything come with stuff? Yay. Pops. Oh, everything popped out. Good stars. Ah, yes, packaging. Packaging what is. Oh, that's nice. It's playable out of the box. Guy, you know, it depends on your tolerance for primary colors for playing a tabletop game. Another brush boom on the back of the clouds. Ruler. Hits and whatever. I've read a little bit of the rulebook now. It's actually not bad. It's actually not a not all that bad of a game to play, really. I think it's actually kind of easy, especially with how few rules there are. Wings. I thought there's still Braille discs for some reason. But detail's nice, actually. Detail's better than those guys and the metal ones. And this is flimsy. But still warped, which is sad. Because these today's planes are around $10, even visually. Which again, to compare it to Battletech, which also has that price. Battletech is infinitely more or less warped. It's infinitely less warped, look at that. And this is one of the better ones. But that's just sad. And this one doesn't come with the extensions, like the jets do. Interesting. Look how warped that one is, and I don't think you can get it back on like the metal. I'm more afraid to than the middle. It basically is just going to stay that way, which is unfortunate. No particular order. Mustang last, because Mustang will be my favorite, most likely. And again, like, it's just not nearly as good as the Battletech, and Battletech is around $10. I mean, okay, maybe $10 is a bit cheap for a war game. But still, I mean, it's kind of disappointing how warped they are. Yeah. Mitsubishi M6 A6M0 was fast, modern fighter, but no armor for the pilot. When the Zero was in the hands of an aggressive, well-trained pilot, this weakness was rarely apparent. The M6M5 model featured improved engine armament and protection, although later remained inadequate compared to other combat aircraft. Yeah, I know almost nothing about the Russian War II aircraft. I know more about the Americans and the Germans. Well, I know most about the Americans and the Germans, despite if you want me to describe the differences between BF-109s, I couldn't tell you. BF-109 models, but I couldn't tell you, but I could actually with Mustangs. And just generally all US aircraft. Japanese are... I know what they look like, I just don't know what names we gave them, or... And then I definitely don't know what names they actually had. Nope. That's some wood. Now again, take the rest. There are very yellow tan, something like that. Thank you for holding that, Iowa. That's very kind of you. And that means the last. We'll look at the cards last, like I always do. Show them all first. Scratch your ear. Rising sun, or just the sun, morning sun. Rising sun is a battle flag. And also, I didn't get any. This was handpicked by somebody more interesting. Yeah, I also don't know why I don't know why, and that's why it looks like in the pack, by the way. Just thrown in there. Like you pack the ships very well. Is it because like they're $20-$30 a ship? That's how I pulled it out. There you go. I mean, it's fine. It's plastic. Very warped. And I like the metal ones where you can bendy more, where it's more bendy. These aren't, which is disappointing. Felt nice though. Well, they feel more like game pieces for a board game than, well, you know, a war game. Yep, that's a Zero, alright. Oh, that's better. Much more detailed than the Yak. Way more detailed than the Yak, jeez. Just see how big they are. As big as my finger. I mean, as big as my thumb. I like the Zeros. I like the Zeros much more than Yak. Yak had barely any detail, but the Zeros have a lot. Jeez. Alright. Let's do a statue. Into the fleet. Into the air fleet. Don't know what the numbers mean other than just differentiating aircraft. Excuse me. They fit well together. That's nice. I mean, like, the game is so well designed, it's just the models are lackluster. And all bendy. Let's look at this one's tail. Maybe it's supposed to be that way, I don't know. It looks a bit off to me. Maybe it's just the detail and I'm just not looking at right. But they're going back, they're going on their stands much better. The heck is this? An extra. Oh, what fun. Yeah, they actually stick on there very well. Alright, just... Oh no, that's not a... Uh-oh, that wasn't a spare. That's not a spare. Did we get a spare plane? Question mark? No, we didn't. No, it did not. That just doesn't have a thing. Weird. And it doesn't have a... It not only doesn't have a flight stand, it doesn't have a... I think, what's it? I didn't get any 4 either, weirdly enough. That's just Warlord Games for you, I guess, because I've seen it on Victorium and all miniature grid and small. Weird. It just Warlord Games doesn't have that good of quality. Oh no, I found the stick. Didn't find the thing though. Stick came off because packaging is not their strong suit, I guess, with anything but chips. Are you broken, or are you just nothing there? Make sure it's facing the right direction. Yeah, well, we had the stick. Where's the number? I mean, we don't need it. How hard to say is that's one side, that's the back, that's the front. I don't. Oh, you can slide them too. They don't interact with each other. That's nice. Induction to the Maryland engine transformed the initially mediocre P-51 Mustang to a world-class fighting machine with the iconic P-51D. Because P-51 was also A, B, and C. But all supplementing other types of aircraft used by the United States 8th Air Force in Britain. By May 1945, Mustangs have flown 213,873 sorties and claimed 4,950 enemy aircraft destroyed. Would have been more if they were introduced in the early war. Really look good for being primary colors. It's just they're all warped. Like, what happened to your wing? Oh look, a box that isn't all crushed because of packaging. Oh look, things that aren't broken because this one was lucky. Oh look, they're all in place. Oh my word, that's so fortunate. All three in the back. That's really fortunate. Now, are these not gonna be all broken too? No guarantees. Like, this should be the experience. Oh, one valve. No, that looks normal. Yeah, most things are supposed to have a little upward bend, I would think. Oh, yeah. Oh, this one's bending. We were so close. Maybe that's just how they come. Maybe that's how they come out of the mold. I don't know. But the detail on these Mustangs are incredible. If it wasn't for their bending, yeah, that might just be how they come out of the mold. That's kind of terrible. If it is, if that's not damage from shipping, then that's pretty bad. The thing, like, they are like $10 a piece, but then again, if they are $10 a piece, then you want to include the cards. So maybe they're more like $5 a piece. And the cards and everything, and the cards on this is like a bit more. It is the rest of the $5, like like that, basically, is their logic. Oh, well, that one fell. So these are like $5 models. Okay, maybe. They aren't really cheap. You get a lot of them. I mean, like, if this was Game Workshop, we wouldn't ever forgive them, but because this isn't Games Workshop, because these are like $5 models, if you're being most generous to them, if you're not saying that that your $60 purchase should be a $60 purchase, it should be treated as such. Everything should be treated with the care of a $60 purchase. Then that would be another thing. But nope. Oh, I'm buying them in the wrong spot. Buy them in the box instead of the bag. I found it. I don't think that one was from the Mustangs. I don't think that one was from the Mustangs. Or was it? I got stuck to my skin. Put that back there. Oh, maybe it could be this guy. There we go, on the Mustang. Yes. Down at the bag. The heck? How do we get less? Oh, I guess put some in the bag. My bad. Ah, one was in the bag. Okay, that's where he went. Okay, they still gave me one. That's good. That was pretty hard to get in. Oh, by the way, because we didn't actually look at them. Really, really good detail. Up seam line, which we'll have to get which we'll have to remove. The intake. Yeah, really nice. There we go. Packaging. Packaging. Actually, going to take a small break before he gets to the cards. I'll be right back. I'm going to take a small break before he gets to the cards. I'll be right back. And we're back. It's only been a few days. I know I said quick, but things happened. Got busy. And, yeah. So let's go ahead and start looking at, however, this, I don't know why it's opening like this. It's this opening. It's opening to its sidewise. Okay, packaging. Cast 1 P-51. P-51D. Unfortunately, there should be more. But then again, there's only one P-51 of that style. And it's the lighter ones. Great dive, deep pockets. P-51D Mustang, The P-51D Mustang all but supplanted other types of fighters used by the USAF 8th Air Force in Britain. By May 1945, Mustangs have flown 213,873 sorties over Europe and claimed 4,950 aircraft destroyed. Wow. But yeah. And another thing is, it's because it was cheap. And by the way, it has two that, do that, and 9 that. 9 speed. Interesting. Here are the mini cards. Back it up. Overshoot. The A's radically slows aircraft forcing their opponent to overshoot. On the friendly A's during their activation. To roll a pilot test. If it succeeds, the Ace may move his aircraft between 1/4 and half speed. Okay. Clear skies, perfect flying conditions with limited color cover. Play this card during deployment. Remove up to 2 cloud markers of your choice on the table. That's crazy. A theater. How to do performance. Air Forces with a climb advantage. Use special tactics to exploit and gain technical advantage. Bonus crit climb. On advantage, friendly plane uses that maneuver pilot action. The pilot gains +2 to their skill for an attempt. Okay? Doctrine. Nope. Great dive. The plane's heavy engine and low drag airframe meant it could dive faster on the plane. With this trait, burning advantage to dive, and the plane's maximum move instead of 6 when burning advantage to dive. And greater Mach limit. That means it won't get overrun by almost going supersonic. Aircraft trait. Same. Same. Deep pockets. Excuse me. Large fuel tanks and deep ammunition reserves massively increase in direct combat. In reaction to a deep pocket squadron receiving a boom crit. Boom crit is discarded. Okay. Craft trait. Again. Deep pockets. Deep pockets. Overshoot. And we're back to the beginning. Next up, let's do Russian. That's not Russian. Actually, yeah, we'll compare all the aircraft at the end. One firepower, 3 speed, 7 speed, 3 pod skill, I guess. Tight turn, poor quality. Yak-1 single engine fighter. Oh, Yak-1. Yak-1 entered service in 1940, fast and well armed, easy to maintain, and reliable. Production of the Yak-1 suffered quality issues due to the Axis invasion, but remained popular with the frontline pilots. Aggressive aces learn to be aggressive and always take the offensive with all guns blazing. On an ace during his activation, the ace can choose to both outmaneuver and shoot as pilot actions during his activation. Oh jeez. Ace skill. Numbers. Sheer numbers drive an opposing air force from the skies by the Squadron deployment. Receive 2 additional planes of the predominant type and the pod scale used in this scenario. Oh jeez. Theater. Ram attack. Just for times been some pilots called to make the ultimate sacrifice. Bonus robust. On a friendly plane that moves in contact with enemy plane. He resolved the ram as a head-on shooting attack, but at speed instead of firepower. Doctrine. Tight turn. A lightweight airframe and large wings allow this plane to turn better on a plane with this trait during its movement. The plane may make its normal 45-degree turn at any point in its movement, not just at the end. Aircraft trait. Same. 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 Poor quality. Much development and poor manufacturing practices held back many innovative designs. In scenarios where the die roll is made for strong advantage, deduct 1 dice from your roll. Aggressive again. And last, certainly not least, a 0. A6M50 single engine fighter, 2 firepower, 3 pilot skill, and 7 speed. Tight turn, vulnerable. A6M50, A6M50 Model 0 featured improved engine, armament, and protection, although the latter remained inadequate compared to other combat aircraft. And also the fact that it was made out of aluminum that was so lightweight that it was fragile and brittle. So it actually snapped under fire. Then what's its traits? Tight turn and vulnerable. Tactical was hard. And Ace always looks to place their formation in the most advantageous starting position during deployment. When rolling to determine the starting advantage level or aeroplanes in an Ace's element and add +2 to their roll. Oh jeez, that's actually really good. Or are there more planes though? I'd also like to take a cards showing his skills. Poorly trained opponents. Losses drove air forces to send new pilots into the battle before they were ready. In reaction to enemy pilot choosing a pilot action, the enemy plane must pass maneuver test to complete their chosen pilot action. Theater. All led, some air forces went all out and didn't aim for extended engagements, bonus deep pockets on a friendly plane, making a shooting attack After dice are rolled, take a boom crit and reroll any dice that failed and score success. Oh wow. Doctrine. Tight turn. Long-way airframe and large wings. Okay, same as the Soviets. So many tight turns, but so little of the other one. Like only one of the other one. Vulnerable. Sign flaws, including a lack of pilot armor, made the aircraft virtual death traps. A vulnerable plane being shot at. Increase the firepower of a shooting attack by 1 before the dice are rolled. And back to the beginning, so let's compare. Of course, we're comparing the things I have to the, you know, to each other. That's the only comparison here. And no, don't lose over the edge. That'd be bad. Nick's kind of stiff, so let's rough this up. But yeah, I'm just overall, like, I really like everything about the game except for the models themselves. The models themselves, like, bent wing here, like, that, it's just like, why? Like, why did you put all this effort into making the cards, making the rules and everything, making the dice, and yet you put so little effort into making the actual planes themselves? I don't get it. Also, another thing, why don't they have propeller blades? Like, why isn't there a disc at least on the front? I guess because they're too small, but maybe too fragile, and maybe beyond their ability, considering the rest of the plane is kind of wonky. So yeah, it's just really weird. Also, they only came with one single variant of the plane, whereas the McGalley ones came with two for each. That's weird. Okay, that's not gonna work. So, P-51 Mustang versus Sabre. Or not versus, but you know, on the same team. Interesting, this one has the US Air Force on the top. This one doesn't have the US Army Air Force on the top either. It's on the back. Whereas this one is on the back. That's weird. Whereas the Zero oh, well, let's back at the Zero. They will have 2 firepower. The Sabre has more pod skill. This is a later Sabre too. During the Korean War, there was a different Mustang variant that was fighting. I think like the K maybe. 14 speed, 9 speed. Okay. Well, about 0. I mean, speed at 0 is actually pretty comparable to the Sabre. Outside of speed, of course. Yeah, look at that. Interesting. And something was actually meaning to fight the Sabre and the Sabre and the Mustang. Yak. Oh, the Yak is dead. Yak is very dead. Yak is very, 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 very. Why am I being quiet? I guess because it's just early. I just woke up mostly. Here we go. Yak is very dead. Look at that. One firepower. The other two have 2. 3 bullets go. That's fine, but so slow. Yak is so dead. Yak is so dead. Just to curse the video, actually, how does that compare with the MiG? How does the Yak compare with the MiG? Yeah, it's pretty comparable to the MiG, I guess. Which makes sense. How about the Zero? Okay, how about the Mustang? Mustang beats the MiG in everything but, or it matches the MiG in everything but speed. Interesting. And you probably can outdive the MiG in this game. But anyway. Let me sit back and relax my neck. Anyway, what do I think of the planes? As I stretch. Alright. Well, I think the main thing this game has going for it is the fact that, like, it has pretty pictures, it has good rules, it has good short rules. It has like a good everything about it except for the planes are wonky. Like that wing is bent up like that. Why? And this wing is twisted. Why? I know they're around $10 each and those are really cheap models, but why? When you can make a model for twice the price like this. I mean, this is resin, but you get the idea. Yeah, like, look at this. Look at that difference. I mean, also, not to mention, those are, what, twice, those are a lot bigger and require a lot more resin, which resin is a bit more expensive than plastic. So why are these so weird, wonky? I don't know. And that's certainly, I guess you just gotta be okay with that if you get this game. If you get this game for the rules, get this game for all the niceties, like the dice are fantastic. I think you just use the dice in anything. Because you like how the game plays. Get it because how you like the cards and everything. Then I say, yeah, they're worth it. However, if you wanted it mainly for the planes, like I kind of did. If you want it mainly for the planes, I would say stay away from it. These planes suck. These planes, look, they're just not worth $60 for a pack of 6 of them. They're not packed very well. They're all wonky, and you can't fix them. I like the middle planes, which you can barely fix. So yeah, that's basically. I'm gonna still collect this game. It's just that I'm not gonna collect it very often, probably, because wonkiness. It just makes me sad. But anyway, alright, that'll be the first video. Thanks for watching. Do appreciate watching this video. It also helps me if you were to check out the rest of the stuff in the description below, such as various sports channels where content like this. And yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I guess see you in a second.